Show you how to boot up the X-ray and take a test shot. So first, you're going to find your breaker panel. Go ahead and flip that on. Then, where is it? Here it is. Over here, you're going to go ahead and turn this on. And if your computer's not already on, go ahead and turn that on as well. While this is booting up, now would be a good time to start vacuuming your tower here. Just get any pet hair off of here, that way you don't have any clogged filters. You can also start vacuuming behind here. Just get all the pet hair out. If you want to pull this out right here, make sure you vacuum all this off. Especially with the X-ray, you want to be very careful with your vacuum. You don't want to be aggressive and moving all over the place. That's how you knock wires loose. Just real gentle, get the pet hair out, and you should be good. Okay, so we powered on our computer. This one automatically logged in. If it's not logged in already, you can look around the workstation for a username and password. Typically it's going to be X-ray, all lowercase.
Company over here, Omni MedTech, they're asking if we know the technique for the step wedge, the little metal thing you do when you do your X-rays. The technique, like when you set on there to X-ray it, what do you do?
Okay, so once you go ahead and power on your computer and you have everything powered on, it should, load up to your desktop. If it's not already logged in, you'll want to get someone to log in for you. Then you're going to look on your desktop for a program called VXView. You're going to double click on that. It'll take a minute. It'll load this here. And username's X-ray. Password should also be X-ray, all lowercase. R-A-Y, enter. And that gets you into here. We're going to be on the unscheduled tab. We're going to press emergency. And go ahead and click over to dog. I like to just use one of these right here. And then come over here. You're going to press set parameters, and then you're ready to shoot your X-ray. If you did need to manually adjust your KVP, MA, mass, you'd go ahead and click, and then you can adjust manually here. Okay. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take our step wedge, place it down here, turn on our collimator light. We'll go ahead and center it up and collimate down to our step wedge. We're going to look in our binder here. It says here for this step wedge, suggested KVP is 55, MA is 320, mass 12.5 times 0.4 seconds. So we're going to go ahead and copy that. So 55 kVp. Okay, now let's go over to our mass. 12.5. Okay, 320. And our time 0.4 seconds. Oh, that's going to change our mass. Well, let's just leave that right there at 12.5 and 55 kV. Okay. And it's a car pedal. Okay. And then you're going to go ahead and make your exposure. Press until you hear a beep. Oops.
my butt gets in the way. Sorry, it's not exactly.
You're gonna just come over here, take a look at your screen. You want to make sure that you have very defined squares all the way across. This is just checking your grayscale. So the thicker your step wedge, the lighter it's going to be. The thinner side of your step wedge is going to be darker. You just want to make sure you have individual squares that you can differentiate. Quality control check. We're going to check the beam to light calibration. So we're going to get some paper clips. You can just ask the staff for some. And you're going to want to line up the long edge on the inside as well as the outside of the beam. Just like that. And you're going to do that on all 4 sides.
Well, they used to be extra long. I was down here.
Okay. Once we have that set up, we're going to go ahead and go back here to new exposure. And we're good to go. Take this back out here. Once you hear the beep, you know you've taken an X-ray. Okay, so basically what we're looking at, you want to come over here, Matt? We're wanting to see, ideally we will see the entire paper clip on the inside and we won't see any of the outside paper clips. Now, realistically, you're not going to probably get that. There is about a 20% margin for error. So a shift anywhere 20% of the size of your detector is acceptable. So as long as you're seeing, you know, your 4 paper clips, you're good to go. I mean, really, even if you're seeing part of the outside paper clip on one side, that's okay. What we don't want to see is like both paper clips over here and you see nothing over here, or vice versa, you know, shifted this way. You just want to make sure that in general it's pretty lined up, and as you can see here it is. So for sake of video time, I'm not going to show this. However, it's really simple. You're going to take a 3mm hex key and you're going to remove 4 screws. You have 1 up here, you have 1 over here, 1 here, 1 here. Actually, I'm sorry, there may be 5. Sometimes there's 1 right here. Nope, typically I found that there's not, but check there if you can't find 1. So you may have 3 on the bottom and then 2 up here that you need to remove. And then this whole cover just pulls off this front cover. Once you remove that cover, very carefully with your vacuum, go ahead and clean out any pet hair that's back there. And then reinstall this cover. Like I said before, you also want to clean the hair off of here and back in here. When you take this cover off, you want to make sure that you shut off your breaker. So first you would go ahead and turn off your computer tower. Then right above the computer tower, right there, you shut that off. And then finally your breaker before you access this. Since we have this on, I'm going to go ahead and show one other check that we want to do on the tabletop. This right here is a pedal. When you depress it, it releases a brake mechanism, and the table should be able to articulate side to side, front and back. When you're not pressing on the pedal, it should lock into place and shouldn't move. So if you notice that it's still able to move when you're not pressed down on the pedal, And again, in order for this to work properly, it needs to be powered on. If everything's powered on, you're not pressing on the pedal, and you're able to move this table, then you have an issue with one of your brakes for the tabletop, and we need to get the part number to replace it.